fewer and fewer private landlords are actually letting to people on universal credit, and those who were falling into arrears, Section 21s are going through the roof. Just utter madness.
I had a landlord come to my surgery with 20 tenants on universal credit, of whom 18 were in arrears and 9 had to be evicted. That is at this very early stage of the rollout, when full service hasn't yet come to my area. Does he agree with me that those are the sort of facts that don't fit into the theory of universal credit?
In parts of the United Kingdom, such as Northern Ireland, where we have negotiated that, it has not led to an increase in terms of rent arrears. There are other problems, but rent arrears is not a big one. And we have negotiated the twice per month payment, which also helps both the landlords and the tenants to know that their rent is being paid to the landlord and the tenant, that he's not or she's not going into arrears.
The main problem, Mr Gray, that was encountered was that the delays in the paying of universal credit led to rent arrears building up. This triggered a downward spiral of events, with landlords often serving eviction notices, albeit reluctantly, which led to an increase in homelessness, added pressure on local authorities and housing associations to house those who were evicted, and then subsequently a reduction in housing as private landlords decided not to let to universal credit claimants.
While bad and greedy landlords have given the sector a bad press, a substantial amount of landlords in the private sector are hard-working and understanding, and often they have only one property let out as a contribution to their pension or as a way to save for the future. In fact, 2/3 of landlords are basic rate taxpayers and not on high incomes. But while they're sympathetic to tenants, they know that they too would fall into debt if the rent isn't paid.
The need for a roof over your head, a home where you can bring up a family, is a very basic human need. By 2021, it is estimated that there will be around 7 million people claiming universal credit, over half of whom will be in work. Where will they live if wages don't cover their rent and housing support doesn't make up the shortfall? It's time for the government to heed the warnings from landlords, the voluntary sector and this side of the House, and pause and fix universal credit.